On Monday, I had to wake up a little bit early to have a meeting with my Microsoft team, and then I got up, made my breakfast and coffee, hung out with the crows, and then I coded for a bit, and then I took a break for lunch. So I just had my meeting. Went good. I got introduced to my new teammate, which was really nice. She's also kind of like in her 5th year like me, so that's nice. Now I am just getting a bit coffee again because I was up till like 2 last night working on the Microsoft challenge. No bike ride today because it's raining. Yeah, it doesn't look that great, but let's see how it tastes. Update is really tasty. Yeah, that's good. Shopping for my grandparents, and then I worked out. So change of plan now. It's not actually as rainy as it was earlier. So looks like we are going for a ride today. Hopefully a short one. We got about 50K and Molly came along with it. We got home, ate pizza, and I forgot to take a video before we snarked down, so that's what was left. And then I coded for a bit for the Microsoft challenge. Tuesday I had my meeting and I also made a sourdough pizza. I had my meeting this morning and we rehearsed the presentation again. Now I'm just working. I feel like I'm definitely getting allergies because like my eyes just feel itchy and irritated, so that kind of sucks. I don't know, I'm really tired right now. I haven't been getting like a lot of sleep just because of the Microsoft thing. I just feel a little groggy. Felt sleep deprived, so I made myself another whipped coffee. Just about to work out, finished work. It's about 4 o'clock. Feel okay. After my whipped coffee, the day kind of turned around. I'm excited to work out. I kind of chilled in the evening, was able to watch season 2 of Dead to Me. Having breakfast, I'm kind of getting into oatmeal again. Microsoft competition is today. I feel okay. I haven't been getting like that great of a sleep the last couple days. I just never feel satisfied, so maybe that's the reason why. So once this is over, I'll sleep better again. It was kind of a weird experience having to do a competition online, and like some of the technical blips were a little irritating, but overall it was good. The competition is over. The winners get announced tomorrow afternoon, so just have to wait for that. Quite honestly, I don't think we won because some of the other teams were quite amazing. I really enjoyed listening to their presentations. It was a good experience, but it's hard to motivate yourself during quarantine. I also like had stuff to do for my job, so I don't think I enjoyed it like as fully as I would have if like we had like competed in the finals in Montreal. But yeah, good experience. I'm just really happy it's over. There's thinking I'm gonna be able to get like better sleeps after this. After that, I walked to my grandparents to get curry, and then we enjoyed a dinner as a family with Molly there, and we FaceTimed my grandparents. And then me and Molly got these outdoor chairs, and we had a competition to see who could set it up first, and I was able to set it up, but then Molly struggled a bit, so I helped her set up hers, and we were able to have a nice time. I've been working for about an hour and a half, doing a lot more, you know, responding to a lot of the stuff on the GitLab, which is basically like our task tracker. So I'm just catching up on that and kind of like learning that interface. I got such a good sleep last night. I actually just like went to bed at around 10:30, which is the earliest I've gone to bed in a really long time, and then was so tired these last couple days when I woke up. Like I would just feel completely knocked out. Like truly, and I would look at myself in the mirror and it would just be like my whole face felt like discolored. I don't know, like I just didn't feel like I looked very nice. For lunch, I went to my grandparents' house to learn how to make dosa.
No, let me wash it.
Okay. I had tried making them at home on Wednesday, but it turned out to be a disaster, so I thought I'd learn from the master herself. Yeah. Okay. It was a really nice break during the day, and I felt good to be able to make my own dosa. That was so cool. I feel like I did so badly making the dosas by myself yesterday, so having her show it to me was so cool. I think that once I try it at home again, that I'll be able to like do better. And then I also got a yummy lunch out of this, so I feel good. There was like the final announcement of the Microsoft challenge, and we obviously didn't win, but that's okay. And then I biked to Sophie's house, which was nice because I got to bike through East Van, which is my favorite place to bike through, and I saw everyone for Elsie's birthday, and it was just so much fun. Like I honestly don't remember being that happy for a really long time. On the walk back, I even ran into Gemma, which was really nice, and it was just an overall really beautiful night to spend with my friends. I spent all of Friday morning and afternoon coding, and then Turner picked me up and we went to his house and we hung out with Sam and Adam, which was nice. I hadn't seen them since Salt Spring.
She's vlogging right now.
Yeah. And we ordered pizza.
Mine's so cute!
No, but we don't even...
The concept of being able to like go to someone's house and not even second guess about it is so nice. And I even watch like TV shows where people hug each other. Like my instinct thought right now is like, why are you hugging someone else like in a pandemic? And like it's hard to sometimes see that there was a reality before this, but there was.
On Saturday, we slept in pretty late, and Turner's mom made my family banana bread, which was super cool, and I was able to eat lunch at my grandparents' with my sister, which was nice. I spent the afternoon coding. I drank a bit of coffee. I just did 165 flights of stairs, feeling pretty tired. I still have stuff to do for work. I just like can't figure out this one thing and I have to get it done for Monday afternoon. That's kind of stressing me out. This weather is like, I'm not vibing with it. It's just so gloomy out. It was really nice eating lunch today with my grandparents. We haven't done that. It was like me, my mom, my sister. It felt very normal. That part was good. Made myself a salad for dinner and then went to bed.
What's funny about last week is that my dad told me that the first time he's ever had to skip through a vlog was when I did my skincare routine, which also thinking like that's impressive that you haven't had to skip through anything else. There's been a lot of boring parts, but anyways, actually I got like from other people, they were actually like very interested by the skincare routine. Like I got a lot of like interactions based on like what I posted there. I got the idea from my sister to show a quick makeup tutorial, like how I've been doing my makeup in quarantine. I use BB cream to cover up some of my dark circles. I literally use the tiniest amount that on the back of my hand, and it's also like pretty sheer, so it's really not that much. Just apply it underneath my eyes, around like my mouth here, and then if I have any like pimples, I'll apply it there as well. The next thing that I do, put on a little bit of eyebrow gel. When it's not quarantine, I sometimes like put powder in my eyebrows, but I don't know, I don't really see the point of doing all that at the moment. Next thing I do is I use a bit of bronzer on my cheekbones, on my temples, and then on my jawline. The next step is actually my favorite thing in my makeup routine. I love blush. I don't feel like I have a complete makeup look if I don't put on blush. It's just one of those things. I like having a blush that has more of like an orange tone in it. Since I don't really do eyeshadow right now, I also like to apply on my eyelids like this. The thing I like to do is apply a little bit of highlighter, like a golden with a little bit of a pink undertone. Highlights my face, cheekbones, under my eyebrow, right above my eyebrow. Next thing I do is curl my eyelashes and then add just a little bit of mascara. I literally add the tiniest bit to the tips, and then I find like that works because I do have like naturally a little bit longer eyelashes, so it works out. The thing I really like to do is give myself fake freckles. So I just take like my eyebrow powder and use that to make the freckles. I've just been using like the Fenty Gloss Bomb and call it a day. This is the finished look in natural light. I really enjoy like doing this makeup because it makes me feel confident. I enjoy the process. It's like my skincare routine. It's therapeutic to me. I really like thrive off of routine. It's nice to like do stuff like this.
I truly spent most of the day coding and I was stuck on the same bug and it didn't feel nice. Molly and Phoebe came over in the afternoon and I made them a grilled cheese, which was a nice break. I had dinner with my parents and then we watched the news for a bit, which was extremely upsetting. And I think I'm gonna do some stairs for a bit. Honestly, I just feel really upset by everything that's going on in the world. We just watched the news for a while. It's really upsetting, so I'm just gonna put on a podcast and go running for a bit. Just overall, there's so much anxiety. You know, nothing bad happened today to me, but it's just it's kind of like an upsetting day, you know, just sat and did work all day, and then, you know, every time you check your phone, there's like all this stuff happening. I took a shower and then I'm programming for my job, and now I'm just finishing out the vlog for the week. Obviously, I'm like not happy, and it's because of all the news reports that I'm watching. It's just so upsetting, and it makes me angry and feel disgusted with the state of the world. I wish I was leaving this week on a happier note, but I feel like shit. And I think a lot of people feel like shit right now. What's happening is not okay, and I really hope that change is incited from this
It's obviously the day after the week that I should be vlogging. I just thought it was important because I left it on such a negative note. Not all hope is lost. There is stuff that you can do. It's really important right now to show that you're in solidarity with Black Lives Matter. I think that a lot of times people can think that the social media presence is performative, but I personally think that it's really important to show that like you're in solidarity. And then like obviously don't just post these things, like read up on the racist history in the US and Canada, because don't think we're free of it. Read up about the system that makes it almost impossible for people of color, especially Indigenous and Black people, to succeed. Like, try to understand, because if you don't understand it, you're never gonna have the empathy that you need to help solve this problem. It means a lot. We get lost in feeling like what we do doesn't matter because we're so small, but I think it does mean something. If you go on social media right now, you can't avoid it, and that's a good thing, because before, a lot of the times, especially since we're living in Vancouver, when these instances of police brutality happen in the US, like on our social media, I find it doesn't last that long, and it's really only a small margin of people that are posting about it. And I'm guilty of this, where I don't think that it's really my place to post about it, but it really is. You know, like if I disagree with it, I have like the complete right to post about it. You know, what's going on isn't okay, but there's also stuff we can do. Like, there's stuff to do. So glad to just leave it on a better note. Please do anything you can to support the Black Lives Matter movement right now.